Hello everyone, I'm Svanir, and we're going to continue playing some Guild Wars 1 today. Continue being from last week. Yesterday was its own business. So last I left off, I need to defend Safala. So I'm trying to remember if there's anything I wanted to particularly tweak with my build. I don't think so, at least not immediately. So let's go ahead and, I guess, tracking the Nornbear. And defend against the attack of the Nornbear. I don't know how long this episode is going to be, but, you know, whatever. I'm probably not going to edit this one. We'll see. I'm going to have to do a bunch of editing, probably, with the previous episode. And it's taken me a while to prepare stuff for it, so I don't know. But hopefully people have fun regardless. Now, I should avatar up. Nornbear here is kind of a nasty piece of business. These guys are all scripted to die, so you can't actually save them. He doesn't kill them, the script kills them. Nornbear's innocent in all of this. I tweaked the volume. Hopefully things aren't too loud. This guy is pretty pathetic, and if he didn't run, it would be no big deal to finish him off. Now we just need to wait for Jora. Now, this is a really nice touch, by the way. The avatars have the dances as appropriate to their profession. So, Duena does the female monk dance. Balthazar does male warrior. Grenth does male necro. Melandri does female ranger. And Lissa does female mesmer. So that's a really cool touch, if I'm remembering everything correctly. I think, yeah, I just need to wait for this scripted bit to finish. Oh, we hit the cutscene. Okay, cool. Scripted bit finished. Alright, so let's see, what's next? Oh, see Safala for your reward. Cool. It's our Sif Shadow Hunter, excuse me. Safala is the name of the location.
Who sent you?
You've proven yourself capable, stuff, and things. I'm ready to face the Nornbear. Is this starting the... Yeah, okay. This is the proper mission. I'm trying to decide if I want this or if I want... I think I'm going to change my build up a little bit. So, I'm going to start by pulling all of these skills off my bar. I'm going to put a bunch of... Or I'm going to probably put some of them, I should say, back on. But I want to switch over to Wind Prayers. So I specifically want to use Pious Renewal. Pious Renewal is a really interesting skill in that it recharges instantly when it ends. So it's basically a fuel skill for all of your other Dervish skills that want to consume enchantments, like Twin Moon Sweep, for example. Irresistible Sweep is not Lissa's Sweep. I want... Okay, that's not quite the skill I was thinking it was. Pious Assault's good. Part of why I want to use it is because I specifically want to bring Pious Restoration. You'll notice if it removes an enchantment, it strips X's from you, and there's going to be some enemies that are going to be really obnoxious in that regard. Let's see. What else do I want? Memories removed on nearby foes. Lose one enchantment and take some cold damage. That's cool. Mystic Healing is actually kind of good. What I ideally want is something that can help me. So, do I have... No. I do not have Mending Touch. I should get Mending Touch on this character. Probably. Use a powerful lose an enchantment, you gain a strike of adrenaline. This is not bad. Let's see. Is Mending Touch... There's skill trainer here. Mending Touch is very useful. Actually, better than that. Never mind that. No, that's not Ranger. There's Ranger. This character doesn't have Antidote Signet. Yeah, Antidote Signet's definitely the best option here. That's going to allow me to be able... I'm bringing this because there's an Ineptitude that's going to be floating around, and it's inevitable that I'm going to hit it, so I want Pious Restoration to be able to get rid of the hexes, but this can clear the blind if I need it. Hex... Knock down foes, that's pretty narrow. Okay, I don't care about a lot of these. I specifically wanted that. Let's see. Whirling Charge. Next time you strike a roll and this jump ends. I think I might bring Winds of Disenchantment just because it amuses me to do so. I kind of want to bring a move speed buff, but I don't think I'm going to. I think instead I'm just going to bring I'm going to bring that. I believe I was inflicting cracked armor for the sake of Pyre Fear Shot, but he's just going to have to deal, I guess. This is going to be less good, so I should remove Psychic Instability for something else. I'm not quite sure what. I might just leave it there, honestly, because it's pretty useful. Do I want something to try to cracked armor? Cracked armor specifically to give Pyre a way of gaining energy back with body shots. I'm not sure of how necessary that is. Yeah, it probably doesn't matter. Elias is a BIP anyway, so I'm going to leave it on because it just does do damage. Okay, now I need to go talk to Sif and see about going into the mission.
Are you hunting something?
Yes, I'm ready to fight the Nornbear. Okay, so this mission ostensibly wants you to get the Wolfen Blessing, so that way you can identify the locations of our enemy, Nornbear. You can see how much these guys spam stuff too. The Mandragore also are condition spammers. I forgot about them, honestly. They're only here at the very beginning of the mission, and ouch. Most of what you're fighting is going to be Jotun. Nah, I didn't have my enchantment on me. I definitely need to keep a close eye on my condition, though. Fortunately, we actually have quite a lot of condition control. That's nice. Okay, so we need to actually go inside here. So we're going to have to clear out the altar to Wolf is the plan. So annoying. Scythes are not as good at a single target weapon as... Strip that. As daggers are. These Jotun are really obnoxious too. Mostly because Giant Stomp is like a really frustrating skill. Is he using... Okay, well anyway, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go up here. All these wolves are gonna aggro on us, and we're gonna fight them and blow them up. That's how this goes. They are attacking this Jotun. Okay, I think we might have to get this for the plot. I'm going to throw it on over that skill. Let's go ahead and swap these. I don't care to use it. It's fine, but unimpressive. And it's not like Svanir goes into any sort of secret locations or anything. Going to be back there, and he start up by being up this ramp. I'm going to check up this ramp, because I don't remember if he starts up at this ramp or if he goes back to it. I guess I can actually just go ahead and... This, yeah, okay, he starts off over here. This is the old style of how these skills used to work. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say about them aside from that. Like, they're not bad, but I much prefer using my actual class skills, thanks. Yeah, I definitely don't want backfire on me. That would suck. There are a lot more Mandragora in this mission than I remembered. Ow. Oh, goodness. Okay. You don't have to actually be in Wolfen Blessing form to be able to go and confront him, FYI. Just walking up here is enough to get him to pop out. All it does is let you know where he is. This is, of course, the original son of Svanir, or the original Nornbear, rather, who the sons of Svanir are copying in the sequel. Then he goes and runs away because, I don't know, we're scary or something. We're dealing lots of damage. What's the other one? There's this one. There's Blood Washes Blood. There's 3 missions per area. There's Curse of the Nornbear. Blood Washes Blood. Oh, yeah, there's that one down there. So this is the first one. The first mission is killing the Nornbear, who's afflicted by... Oh, I'm going to blank on the dragon's name because I don't really care that much. The Jorkar, but the... I keep wanting to say Karl Katork, but that's the wrong one. I don't know. Anyway, his next spot is right here. Yeah, I've already done the ones over there, so... This character's doing things in a very weird order. I think most players are going to do this branch first. You have to do all 3 branches. But you can choose which order you do them in, so... I've already done the Ebon Vanguard. Last time, I want to say, you saw me finish the Asuran stuff over in this area. Now I'm doing the Norn stuff, but I think most people would probably do the Norn first, and then the other 2 are a little bit of a toss-up because they're kind of branching off of the Norn area. Asura kind of towards the west and south, and the Ebon Vanguard to the east. You get there by going through Umbral Grotto, and there's an Asura gate in there that you take that brings you over to Vlox's Falls, and then another one that takes you over to Gad's Encampment. It is a good way of setting stuff up to be sort of discontinuous, if that makes sense. add into the existing areas. Flash. Yeah, Elite Flash Enchantment spell. That is such a long type line. These Blood Curdlers are annoying. Oh, I also covered over my enchantment removal. He's using the Necro enchantment that gives you tons of regen. Funny fact, that blue rune has a chance to be far more valuable than most gold runes will be. Let's see what it is. Dreadnought. Not sure if Dreadnought Insignia is worth anything or not. I'll find out. Like, I always check those. I figured I might as well do a little bit of inventory stuff while wandering over here. For how significant of a lore impact Svanir ends up having, he's actually a very insignificant part of this game. It's kind of interesting. Good old Antidote Signet. Antidote Signet is such a ridiculously good skill. Like, so this used to just cleanse yourself of the stated conditions. The one additional condition was added later, and that made it absolutely busted. Like, it was a good skill when it removed poison, disease, and blindness, but the fact that it removes an additional condition on top of those is just ridiculous. It did not need that to be good. Yeah, like, it was okay removing those ones, and removing blind is really relevant to a physical attacker. But it means that this is strictly better than the Paragon version that just removes... It's basically the Paragon version is that last line, right? Remove a condition. So it would have been nice to have them have a little bit more custom niches, as it were. Okay, he's gonna do that, and then he comes back, and then you beat him up some more. Then the game lags randomly for no good reason. Then Elias loses a bunch of HP because he sacrifices a third of it to give everybody, or to give specific dudes bunches of energy regen. Jora joins our party there. She unlocks as a hero. Bunch of plot happens. And I get this purple bow. And, things. Yeah. But yeah, if you look at this Paragon skill, I'll talk about it in the skill review. Remedy Signet is a fine skill, but it's completely outclassed by Antidote Signet in like every imaginable and possible way. So it's just kind of it's interesting too because Antidote Signet came out in Prophecies. But anyway, so now we need to go find Olaf and Eagle Fireteller. That's kind of like our next quest, I guess. Let's see, is there a rune trader over here? Yes, there is. Skrr. Took it a moment to load this, didn't it? Skrr, my boy. How much is a Dreadnought insignia? 100 gold. These used to be valuable. Nope, nope. They didn't. They were never valuable. I was thinking of Sentinels. Sentinels is still valuable. Okay, so this is probably just best to salvage it. Cripple on bow is not bad, but I don't think I especially needs it. I think I have some crippling bowstrings lying around anyway. And my inventory is a very limited resource. There's an icy bowstring. This is Plagueborn, but it's just not worth pulling it off. So, merchant. Abjorn. Pretty sure they use that sort of style of pronunciation. I have a bunch of Survivor stuff floating around on this character because the armor I'm going to be making for her is supposed to be Survivor. I think this is Brawlers, so plus while attacking. Okay, that's an interesting choice, but sure. Okay, this is a really annoying and long mission. not been going terribly long yet. Do I want to... both of these other missions are long. Okay. So I don't quite want to do this one. I could just go Onslaught. What am I going to be facing? Yeah, let's just go Onslaught. I can keep this or I can drop it. I think I'll keep it because that's always useful utility. Antidote Sickness, useful utility. I'm going to completely change my attack skills because that's worth doing. I guess I'm not. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to bring Ore Slicer as a source of cracked armor. Grenth's aura is very strong. Or, well, it's good anyway. I think I'm going to bring Mystic Sweep. I don't usually use a lot of these because I've been playing other characters that don't get access to them. Mystic Vigor is also really good, and a lot of these are kind of... So the main reason to bring this is because it's a Hex removal, which is very handy. What do I want this last one to be? I kind of want it to be just something generally useful. Chilling Victory. It's 27 cold damage, it's 27 earth. They're kind of... This one does not have plus damage on it, but it cripples. How important is that? That's a source of deep wound. Actually, I should... Yeah, okay. Let's keep that. I was thinking that I would want to change him over to running an interrupting skill. But I think I'm going to leave the Paragons alone as it is. Okay, I might not need to worry too much about hexes. Let's bring Crippling Victory just because the cripple is very useful. A lot of condition stuff, though. I'm not sure... I'm going to actually drop Pious Restoration. I don't think I need it, especially. Let's see. That's a bit of a questionable skill entirely. What do I want for this last skill? Because there's a lot of stuff that would be redundancies. This skill would be so much better with a quarter-second cast time. Actually, I should just go ahead and bring Mystic Healing instead. That would make sense. Okay, let's go ahead and make our way. I'm going to go up into Jagamoraine. Probably have done the Dwarf quest. There's a Dwarven quest to go up there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I've done it given the sheer number of Dwarven skills that I have. So let's just go. We need to go talk to Eagle. At least that's how I pronounce E-G-I-L. You're perfectly welcome to make different interpretations.
Who goes there?
I go here. Part of what's really annoying about this is just a very long zone, and we have to go all the way up here and then all the way down over this side. So it's just a little bit obnoxious. This is enchanting. Yes, it is. That's what I was thinking. I don't know what this scythe is supposed to be doing. You want to target the Berserking Aurochs because the Berserking Aurochs are healers, which makes them very good targets. Yeah. Ooh, pink dye. That's exciting. These guys are using a similar build to me. So Mystic Healing allows me to heal all of my allies, which is really convenient. What I really like about Dervish is you can really set them up to be a very strong support character. You can make them very tanky. Like, my character's super tanky right now because I gain like 40 HP whenever I attack. It's ridiculous. But you can also, like, do a lot of convenient support type stuff. Because I can activate this as a party heal to all my enchanted allies, and there's just like other random things. So it's a very versatile profession that can do a lot of different stuff, and that's really cool. Definitely ended up in a better place than Paragon. Again, I'll talk about that eventually. I want to go through prophecies, professions, and then factions, and then Nightfall. So Dervish and Paragon are going to be very late. It's going to be a couple months before I get to them. Hi, I'm guessing you don't have anything for me? No. I guessed correctly. I wonder if I should have put the Radiant skill on. Oh, I know why my energy is so crap. This right here. Quicksand makes it so that way most actions you take cause you to lose an energy, and it's very obnoxious. This party does not use as many enchantments as some do, so Mystic Healing is losing a little bit of value, but it's still really good. Oh, goodness. Stop wrecking my... Oh, I have Antidote Signet. Ah, they're knocking me down. I need to try to be attacking, because that's a good way to get healed. Yeah, Vigorous Spirit on me too. That's like so much healing. This gives me 15 HP whenever I attack or cast a spell, so I'm doing that a lot too. It gives me 12 because of Deep Wound, losing 3. So that would be 3 over 15. 1/5, so 20%. So it reduces healing by 20% just as it reduces HP by 20%. That's what I was thinking. Flames of the Bear Spirit, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we get that quest, and now we have to come all the way down over here. Note, it's not over here, it's over here. There's a big mountain range right there that you can't go through. Just like you can't go through the stairs that I accidentally pathed myself into. Whoops. There's some enemies up here that are going to be really annoying. It's going to be a bunch of Mesmers with Clumsiness, is really what it's going to be. Like, an army of Clumsiness-equipped Mesmers is just so obnoxious to deal with. It's interesting. There's certain strategies that when the AI takes them are really annoying, but they're not actually... They're not powerful, they're just disruptive and frustrating and those sorts of things. Hey, look. What the heck? So Snowman and Grinch are Winter's Day things. I don't know what Grinch are doing over here outside of Winter's Day, but... I got a Skull Brush. Oh, okay. Don't know what I'm going to do with this pink dye. It's really actually kind of annoying. I have a bunch of Sadie's pink dye, which is a special thing that they do for breast cancer awareness in October, I want to say. So it's just a pink dye that you can just buy, and does not stack with those pink vials of pink dye, so that's kind of annoying. These are the enemies I was talking about. They are not fleshly. So they're immune to certain things, and they like to spam skills, and they're annoying. Also, this entrance area is a bit annoying because it has these walls here that you can see that block attacks. So that's annoying too. I'm gaining so much HP on every attack. It's pretty cool. Oh, but these things are... They're not, like, durable, but they're not fragile either. I think you need to farm them for... glacial stones. If I'm not mistaken, I might be. Our goal is not to fight a bunch of those guys, though. Our goal is to... Ugh, we're going to aggro that one. Yeah. Well, I might as well wait for clumsiness to end. There we go. If we're lucky, that one will ignore us. Seems to be. We need to come down here and we need to activate this sacred altar thing, and we're going to get attacked by these Arctic nightmares. They're not especially... Well, we're not going to get attacked. This altar is going to get attacked by them. I have to get... Okay. I'm just thinking through this mission. It has us become the bear, as it were. No flesh, but still applied cracked armor, so that's useful. We just have to get the spiritual flame completely drained from red and completely filled up in blue. So that just means fighting these guys for a while. If I do edit it, I'm going to cut some of it out, potentially. Or I might just talk during the whole thing. Who knows? Because I'm under the assumption that I won't. I don't know. I do like that Eagle, as a storyteller, is a paragon, though. That seems kind of fitting. Yay! Well done. We did the thing. Do we talk to the bear spirit? Where is the bear spirit? In this cutscene. Okay. If you are caring about lore, by the way, I have done, back when I was doing Void of Consciousness, I went through a bunch of these and did lore stuff and all that sort of thing. So now we just need to go fight the Char. This is a bit interesting. So we need to lead the bear spirit into Bjor marches. This zone is not normally full of Char, but it will be. But what's interesting about this is that it will be a zone into a mission, which is unusual.
Are you hunting?
I'm one kill short of being able to get a bonus from him, but that's okay. So let's just go ahead and zone into the mission. So we zone into Bloodwasher's Blood. I think this is the only time you zone into a mission like that. It's really kind of cool. Okay, so the first part of this is going to the Shrine of the Bear Spirit, where we do all sorts of Shrine of Bear Spirit-y things, by which I mean killing Char. These flame shielders are attempting to meteor shower, but we have a mesmer, so they're going to fail. Yep. Them sitting down like that is because our mesmer has an interrupt that knocks down. It's a very useful skill. Like, my best response right now is to just get in here and attack things. because that gains me HPs. Oh, purple dye. Wow, that's a lot of dye. So right now we're making our way up to this. We're just going to go up that way, and then we just need to come down there and clear out everything in the char camp, which is not a huge deal. Well, whatever they're doing, they got interrupted, so that's cool. Oh yeah, some of these char actually have resurrection skills. A lot of these enemies, particularly the char in this campaign, were made to be a lot better builds of skills, so they're actually vaguely threatening. Most of the base game enemies, in normal mode anyway, are just very skill... Like, their builds are just generic-y and weak, so they're very unthreatening. But they started, they being ArenaNet, started actually giving enemies real builds with Nightfall, or not with Nightfall, with Eye of the North, and really ramped it up with the Guild Wars Beyond content. Good! Maelstrom would be bad for my backline. Yeah, we're gonna be over aggroed here. Somebody, I've got a Reaper's Mark on me. I want to try to take some of this out. They used a football term for going into your own back line to stop them. I forget what it is. Linebacking, I think. One of the things that you'll notice is these char actually have multiple professions. That's part of what makes them more threatening. Can we avoid fighting some of these frozen elementals? That would be nice. I prefer not to fight all of them if I can. Okay, good. Did not drag us into the aggro range for those guys. There are a couple of bosses here, so I'm going to want to take things a little slow. Specifically, I want to let the bosses separate out a little bit. Okay, I don't mind too much. I mean, the meteor shower hurts like crazy, don't get me wrong. But I'm happy for it to be on me instead of my backline. I'm one person. It's much easier to keep one person alive than it is to keep 6. That's just a general principle. The bosses are dealing double damage, though, pretty sure. They are also named after ArenaNet employees, if you did not notice or did not know. I'm not sure who Tenag is named after, actually, but... previous one was named after one of the Dosios, who the artists for the game. Okay, so now I can go and receive Urson Blessing. I'm going to take it over Mystic Healing. I'm going to go ahead and activate it now because I want to be able to pop out of it later when I want to. Urson Blessing can be very, very strong in groups. You have a lot of crazy unblockable skills. So like this one, which makes your allies, like if you're cycling this among like your entire team, it can be really strong and stuff like that. And this is like a knockdown, yeah. Also, special property. there's this dash move that knocks down barriers while you use it. It's an IMS, increased move speed. I'm going to just touch that in case I fall out of it here. You gain energy whenever you deal or take damage. So. But these don't require energy. They're just like skills that you use on recharge to inflict as much damage as possible. The game was a prelude to Guild Wars 2 in more ways than one. That's a little unfair to Guild Wars 2, but when the game first came out, it's not as unfair to it as would be ideal. And it's still pretty true with a lot of common mobs, I imagine. Though, hopefully not. I'm going to pop out of that. I feel like I'm probably more effective with just my normal set of skills, but I don't know. I could be wrong. There. Get a snare on him. Okay, super char carving. That has its uses. Specifically, you can trade them, a full stack of them, for a fancy hat. I have that on my assassin. It's a very fancy hat. I am getting a bit of number inflation, by the way, just because I'm using Grunt's Aura. This splits part of my damage off into lifesteal, which has its benefits. It heals me. It can't. It's armor ignoring. Those are its benefits. It's through a bunch of defenses, but not all. It used to be that lifesteal went through everything. There's no way to guard against it, but they changed that to try to counter the ever-popular PvP build Blood Spike, which was using a bunch of Necromancer lifesteal skills to... yeah, I'm going to need Urson mode here. A bunch of Necromancer lifesteal skills in order to get through defenses and spike people down, which spiking is, of course, dealing a lot of damage at once. I probably should have mentioned that in my overview, but whatever. I have a bunch of game terms in the main article, and I'll bring up definitions for things when I talk about them, so at least that's the plan. Looking forward to starting that series proper. There we go. Let's get out of this malarkey. Yeah, meteor showered me. You can notice that this is doing 63 damage compared to the damage that the boss was dealing, which was like 170 something. So, definitely a difference. I think I had a splinter weapon. Oh, that was definitely a splinter weapon. This is an area where you have to be careful to not over aggro, especially since those guys wander up towards the boss group. If you just rush in, it's very easy to aggro both of those groups and get overwhelmed, because the Char are not pushovers. It's very dangerous to think that they would be. So anytime you see like just 20 pop up, that means that I'm kind of getting full effect, or like a 20 and a 0 or whatever. The lifesteal is definitely useful. I think it's probably better to go after these backline guys rather than the boss, because the boss is a monk predominantly, so... okay, just making an argument for going after some dudes who are grouping up here a little bit. The Char Dominators have the res, they need to go down. Alright, let's do something about Snowmender here. Oh yeah, that psychic instability, real strong. Yeah, he has Duena's Kiss. Duena's Kiss is a very strong healing skill, but it cannot target yourself. Which means that going after the monk that's using it is a very good way of killing them, because they are less capable of supporting themselves. Okay, we just need to clear out... I'm not sure if we just need to clear out this group or if it includes those guys over there or not. But regardless, we're... getting pretty close here. Okay, that was updated, so we completed it. Excellent. It drops us back in Gunner's Hold. What's really frustrating about that, dropping it back in Gunner's Hold, by the way, is this is Bjorn Marches. So you have to go from Sifala up here and around and then over, and then you get into this area here, right, to do Blood Washes Blood. This is where Jora's Homestead is. Jora's Homestead. And then Long Eyes Ledge is just down here, so it's like you're really close to that, but you get popped back here. So you can go around this way, which is what I think this character did to get to Long Eyes Ledge, but it's just really annoying to like go through all of this near Long Eyes Ledge and not end up there. But I think that's probably enough for today. I'm just going to pop back to my guild hall. I'll take care of inventory clearing and stuff afterwards, but... anyway, until next time, everyone, take care, and goodbye.